Hello friends, and welcome to the tutorial. Today we are going to be drawing a dog using the Picasso Tab and Sketchbook Pro. I am starting out as always with a pencil sketch, which I have taken a photo of using the tablet's camera and then imported that photo into the Sketchbook Pro app. I have placed the photo on a layer and then put that layer's opacity down. This is the way that I like to work, bringing a traditional sketch into the app. You can work from a photo sketch or you can draw straight into the app, it's up to you. Let's start drawing the dog. I am going to start the sketch on a new layer and then begin by drawing the top of his head, then working down either side to put in his ears. I like to start the sketch with one small line and then build down from there. If you're following along, you can pause the video at any time to catch up or to clarify where any of the lines should go. The dog today is drawn in a stylized cartoon style, so you really don't need to worry about getting things perfect. Sometimes the more exaggerated the lines are, the better it looks on a cartoon style design. Now that the sketch is finished, we can move on to the line art. For this, I am creating a new layer, then going back and turning the opacity on the sketch layer down. Depending on how dark your sketch is, you may not need to do this step. It's going to depend on the colour of the lines you've used for your sketch layer and the colour of your line art. You want to make sure that the sketch layer is going to be light enough so that you can draw the outlines over the top and you can see the outlines clearly. Then I went ahead and I locked down the sketch layer so I didn't end up accidentally drawing the outlines on that sketch layer. It's really helpful to keep the layers that you're not working on locked so you don't accidentally work on them. I chose a dark brown and then turned the predictive stroke tool on. You can find this tool in the top menu area and it's really useful for smoothing out line art. You can adjust how much smoothing you would like, and I often change the setting from 1 to 3 or back and forwards as I go, depending on the area that I'm working on. I find that zooming in and out and constantly rotating the canvas is helpful for drawing neat lines, and I work one little bit at a time, focusing on the outer lines before any details. I am using a pretty uniform line weight today, but you can certainly experiment and try out the different brushes available to see what sort of style you would like in your own drawing. To colour, I am first duplicating the line art layers, locking down the top layer, and then I will be working in the bottom line art layer for the colouring process. This ensures that I don't lose my outline when I use the paint bucket to fill in the colours. Picking said paint bucket tool from the top menu, I filled in all the colours. I chose a medium brown for the dog's head, body and legs, and then a darker brown for the bit of the body that is sitting behind the front legs, and for parts of the ears. I then chose a light beige for the contrasting fur and tail colour. To do this final bit of colouring, I switched from the paint bucket to the fountain pen. You could of course use the paintbrush here as well. And I used the fountain pen to colour in the areas that were not completely enclosed by outlines, such as his snout, under the ears, and the two patches around his eyes. The last step for this drawing is to put in a simple background. I like to pick a contrasting colour, so this time I chose a light buttercup yellow and 3 small blue dots. I placed all of these elements onto 2 separate layers and created the shapes using the shape tool, which you can access from the top menu. I hope you enjoyed drawing our doggy friend here today. Thank you for watching.